Good morning guys, welcome back to a new video. I've got my coffee, so if you need one, pause this video now and go and make yourself one. Today I am going to be chatting to you about the 18 things that I no longer buy as a minimalist. I have my list here on my phone because in true minimalist style, I'm not wasting paper. So let's get straight on with it, shall we? Number one is magazines. I used to buy magazines all the time. I do really enjoy having a read of a magazine. However, since I've wanted to cut down on paper products, I no longer buy magazines. I do, however, use the Libby app because you can pretty much subscribe to an untold amount of magazines, all the ones that I used to buy, for absolutely completely free with your local library. And what's even better is it updates every time there's a new one in each month. It updates automatically. So I am constantly getting new magazines to read without having to, one, purchase it, and two, destroy the tree environment with extra paper. Number two is trendy fast fashion. This has been quite a transition for me. I haven't really been into buying fast fashion for a long time now. I tend to buy one secondhand because I'm all about the circular, sustainable economy. And two, fast fashion, it's literally like week on week at this point. I just don't think anyone could physically keep up with trendy on-trend fashion. What's trendy one week is no longer trendy the next week. It's such a waste of money that I just cannot. I completely understand if you're really into that. This is not anything against you. It's just not for me. Number three, excess decor items. So if you'd seen my video a couple of videos ago, I actually talked about going out and buying seasonal decorations. We are now in the September month, so it's heading on into autumn now, and lots of people are going out buying decoration items. I have decor items that I keep year on year that I bring out for different seasons: Easter, Halloween, autumn, summer, winter, Christmas, and I don't feel it necessary to go out and buy new ones. If some are worn out and are really looking in a sorry state, then that's when I will replace them, but otherwise I'm not going to be buying excess decoration items just because. Number four, duplicate hair, beauty and cleaning products. So a few videos ago, I actually went through everything I use for hair and beauty. I use on a daily basis about 6 products. That covers everything: hair, beauty, creams, lotions, all of that. I use 6 products, and I don't use duplicates. As soon as one is getting to the point where it's running out, I will buy a replacement, but I don't have lots of shampoo bars. I don't have lots of excess items. The only thing that I do currently have excess of is soap bars, but I will be chatting to you about that in my Project Pan video, which will probably be in the next couple of weeks. Number 5 is single purpose gadgets. So I completely understand that there are certain gadgets that you do need around the house. A TV, for example, only has one use, to watch it, but I don't tend to really buy technology now. Cameras and things I do buy. Obviously I'm filming on a camera today, but that's one that I use for all of my videos, and it's something that I find joy with. I enjoy photography, it's a bit of a hobby, so I will use that. But otherwise, general gadgets around the house is not something that I buy, and I do like things to have more than one use. So yeah, single use gadgets are a bit of a no-no for me. Number 6, Extra sets of things like dishes. We have enough that if we have people over for dinner, we've got enough plates. But other than that, we got rid of all of the excess. We probably have more glasses and mugs than we need, won't lie. But I do love them, so I just haven't had the heart to get rid of any more. That will be something that I will probably try and tackle in the future. But at the moment, we are quite satisfied with the amount we have and we don't need any more, so we won't be buying any more. Number 7, trinkets and souvenirs. My family and I love to explore new places, and obviously my son, he's 8, so he loves visiting a gift shop. Chances are he will end up with some sort of souvenir if we go somewhere. However, that is something that I am not buying anymore. I don't need it, and I actually just cherish the pictures that we take on these excursions and travels way more than any trinket. Number 8, shoes for every outfit. I used to have a lot of shoes. I was the typical girl. I probably had about 40-50 pairs of shoes at one point. I had red ones, I had blue ones, I had heeled ones, I had sandals, I had trainers, boots of all different, knee high, thigh high, ankle, you name it, I had it. I've cut that down. I think I have about 14 pairs of shoes now, which still seems excessive, I realise, for somebody that is trying to be more minimalist. It's a work in progress. I am seeing what suits me and what doesn't. I do have a couple of pairs of shoes that I didn't really use this summer, but they are ones that I just didn't have occasions to wear them, and so I'm reluctant to get rid of them. But I certainly don't have shoes for every occasion, because the shoes that I have work perfectly fine. I don't need special shoes for special occasions. Number 9, multiple bags, handbags and backpacks. I used to have, again, a lot of handbags and bags. It is something that I have cut down excessively on. I generally have one sort of day bag now. I do have a couple of different backpacks, but I do a lot of hiking and camping, so I have enough for what I need, and I don't have any more. I won't need to buy any more, and so I won't be buying any more. Number 10, excess furniture. So we have the furniture that we have in the house. We're not big on buying extra furniture, and we don't need any extra furniture, so we simply don't buy any extra furniture. Number 11 is an interesting one, because it's those cheap just in case products. So when you're, especially around, I guess, like Christmas time and things like that, you go into a department store and there's always somebody got a crowd around them, and they're up at this little desk and they're showing you an item that you absolutely definitely need. We have been caught in that little loop before and thought, oh yeah, that's a brilliant idea, we'll use that, and we never have. It's one of those just in case I need it products. We've never needed it before, so we bought it thinking, yeah, we will probably use that, and we never have. So those sorts of items, I walk straight past now, like gone. I'm not even entertaining watching that. Just in case products, no. If I need one, I'll get one when I need one. Number 12, subscription boxes. This is something that I have done again in the past. I've had beauty subscription boxes. They are extremely popular. I think you can get book ones, you can get beauty ones, you can probably get all sorts at this point. I don't have them now. I don't need them. I don't want them. Number 13, unnecessary cosmetics, skincare products. So a bit like the duplicate products, I don't buy any unnecessary ones anymore. I used to be someone that would be like, go into a department store and think, oh, that's a nice colour blusher, or that's a nice, that looks like a cool shampoo, and buy it just because let's give it a try. but I don't need to. I've got products that suit me, that work well. I'm not going to be buying any unnecessary ones at this point. I've got the lipsticks that I like. I don't need anything else. Number 14 is accessories. I basically wear the same jewellery every day. I don't need to be buying extra accessories for no reason, whether I am chilling out at home and taking my son to school or whether I'm going to a fancy dinner. I generally will wear the same jewellery. The only thing I might swap out is earrings, and I have enough of those. I have like 3 or 4 pairs that I go between for different things, and that is absolutely fine. I don't need any more. Number 15, extra linens and towels. We actually completely decluttered our towels and our linens over the last couple of months. My son has 2 bedding sets. We have 2 bedding sets, so that while one's being washed, one's being used, and vice versa. Towels, again, we have a couple of towels for each person, so that when one's being washed, one's being used. We don't need any more than that. I don't need to be buying any more. Something I'm no longer buying. Number 16, paper products like notebooks and planners. I was a huge notebook person. I love a notebook. I love a planner. Planners, I used to buy all the time and I never used them. Notebooks, I would use a few pages and then they would just get left, because especially more now than ever, if I need to write notes down, I write them down on my phone. That's where my notes belong, that they're there with me all the time. I can always find them. I don't need to buy more paper products. Number 17, impulse sale items. I was a sales girl. I used to love going out to the sales, especially like the Boxing Day sales after Christmas, summer sales, you name it. If there was a sale on, I was there. Not anymore. I have spent so much money in sales, and half the time the items never got used. They'd sit in my wardrobe and, you know, maybe I'd wear them once. It was completely not worth it, and value for money was, even in the sale, it wasn't value for money. Number 18 is physical books. I have, in the last 8 months, pretty much got rid of all of my books. Not because I don't love books, I absolutely love books, but they take up so much space and I just don't need them. So unless it's a really, really special book, I won't be buying more physical books. Generally, I buy them on my Kindle and I will read them digitally. If there was a book that I wanted to read physically, then I would try and find it in a charity shop or secondhand. But otherwise, I'm all about the digital stuff these days. I know there's something so lovely about reading a physical book, but to be quite honest, I like to be able to have my books with me. So if I've got like 5 minutes, I can quickly open it and read it for 5 minutes. Yeah, I just like to have my books with me wherever I am, and for ease, it's so much easier for me personally to just have it digitally. So that is all 18 things that I no longer buy as a minimalist. Hope you've enjoyed that list. Let me know if you've got any other items that you no longer buy, whether you're a minimalist or not. What don't you buy anymore? Pop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now, guys.